pleasure to welcome you all to the Group B semi-finals of the Desalite's Inter-School Quiz Competition, a battle of wits, speed and strategy. Today, 7 brilliant teams are here to compete for a spot in the grand finale. So tighten your seat belts and get ready for the thrilling experience. Let us meet our semi-finalists first, starting with SFS Public School ICSE and ISC Hebbagodi. We have Shivam Jha and Aaron Chaturvedi. Representing SFS Public School and Junior College Etamanur are Isaac Jacob Sibi and Kartika Jiju. Competing from SFS High School Kopal are Shivakala S. Shetter and K. Suvarna. From SFS Public School Kengeri, we have Charvi Eni and Devang G.S. Representing SFS High School Savanur are Kushal V and Nagaprasad R. Vernekar. Competing from SFS High School Chintamani are Arya D and Arjun G.M. And challenging them are Purvika Nagraj KP and Akshay R. from SFS High School Anthony Nagara. So wishing you all the very best. May I now request Ms. Gilna to kindly welcome our esteemed quizmaster Preetam Upadhyay and set the tone for this event.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of SFS Group of Institutions, Electronic City, it gives me an immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to our quiz master, Mr. Preetam Upadhyay, to the Desalite In-School Quiz Competition 2025. Mr. Upadhyay has been an integral part of the quizzing world for over 15 years, earning many national level accolades in prestigious competitions such as Quiz on the Beach and the Landmark Quiz. Since 2016, he has also been downing the role of a quiz master, conducting numerous quizzes across leading schools like Kumarans and esteemed institutions such as IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, SPJ IMR, and NLS. His expertise and engaging style have also graced major national level events, including Conquistador for schools and renowned open team quiz megawatts. We are truly honored to have such an accomplished quiz master with us today. With his rich experience, sharp wit, and passion for knowledge, I am certain today's quiz will be an exciting, enriching, and memorable experience for all of us. Let us welcome Mr. Preetam Upadhyay with a big round of applause.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I think Sarika ma'am has already done some of my job by introducing all the teams to you. So thanks to the home team for coming and watching this. It's always nice to have audience in a quiz. Can I request one of the teachers to please be there to handle to move forward on the PPT? Maybe one teacher, right? Thank you, ma'am. So when I tell you, you can just shift slides, right? Yeah, so it's a pleasure coming here for the Desalite inter-school quiz. I know the two semifinals are happening simultaneously, so the teams are split across, but still nice to see all the teachers and coordinators who have come all the way from various cities come here to support their teams, and of course students of the school who are here to also witness this quiz, right? This will be a rather short quiz. It's a 20s across the rounds. We have 4 rounds in total. There are a total of 27 questions, right? Now, we'll go through the rules as and when each round comes up, so you don't have to worry about that. Are all teams ready? Do you have something to write upon? Do you have mics? Everyone set? Okay, good. Let's get started then. Next slide. Yeah. So the first round will go clockwise, right? So we start with the team from Hebbagodi, and then we go all the way to the team from Anthony Nagara. So it just passes this way. We have 7 questions. Each team gets 1 direct, right? So the first question goes to Hebbagodi, second to Etamanur, and so on. For the right answer, if you answer it correctly, either on the direct or on the pass, you get 10 points, right? So whenever the question is answered, we close it there and we go back to the team who's directed us for the next question. So that's how it works. Please read the questions. So how typically, these events work is there's a bit more text on the slide. The slide doesn't have one line saying, for example, the slide is not one line saying who's the Prime Minister of India, right? So there will be clues given in the questions. Everything given on the slide is important. So it's a little bit descriptive, but please do read it. So there are clues there. Please listen to me. I'll be adding further clues on the mic, right? And think about it. Like getting to the answer does not just mean you know the answer, right? You can arrive at the answer. Just think of it like a maths word problem to say, where you see the question, you don't know the answer, but if you do all the steps, you can get to the answer, right? So think of it that way. All these questions are meant to be small puzzles that lead you to the answer. So that's what we're going to do. And as we progress through the quiz, you will get a better hang of it for sure, right? So let's start with the first question to St. Francis School from Hebbagodi, the ICC school. Ma'am, next slide. Okay. So the initial shortlist had 12 contenders, all from the Indian Air Force. It then became 4. All of them went to Russia for the initial training. Currently, they're housed at a very basic facility, that's an old airport road in Bangalore, where they're being taught subjects like physics, engineering, medicine, yoga, all of this by faculty from IISc. So think of how important this is. Now, eventually, they'll be moved from this Bangalore facility to a training facility at Challakere, which is near near Chitradurga. So they're being moved there. But who are these people who are set to launch to fame in a few years, right? Just before we get started, we have 3 teams out of the 7 who have the highest score from here who will make it to the finals, right? So we can get started. Yes, team 1, do you have an answer?
Are these the astronauts who will go to space, like Gaganyaan mission?
Absolutely right. These are the Gaganauts or the Gaganyaan astronauts. These are the Gaganyaan astronauts who are going to space on behalf of ISRO and India as such, right? So, next slide, ma'am. Next slide. So, yeah, so these are the first 4 astronauts who are being trained. In fact, one of them, Wing Commander Shubhanshu Shukla, has already gone to space. He just came back a few months ago from space. He went as a part of a training mission elsewhere, but they will go on an ISRO spacecraft, hopefully within the next couple of years, and they will be India's first self-launched astronauts, right? So, great answer there by the team from Hebbagodi, plus 10 to them. 10 points. Yeah, thank you. Next question to the team from Etamanur. She started her career as a skilled artist and was the only female member of the Bombay Progressive Artist Group. So it's a very famous art group called the Bombay Progressive Artist Group. She was the only female member there. However, she realized, okay, art is not getting me enough money, right? Let me switch to fashion design instead. And that's where, so because of her art background, she began making sketches, illustrations and all of it. And that got her really famous clients like Nargis, Ramanand Sagar, etc. And she became very successful in that profession too. Because of her success, she achieved a first for India in 1983, right? So who is this? I don't need what first she achieved, but who is this? She was an artist. She switched to fashion design as such, right? Went on to achieve a first for India in 1983. Yeah, the team from Etamanur, go ahead.
Banu Attaya.
Who's Banu Attaya?
The first Indian to get the Oscar.
Okay, what did she get the Oscar for?
For makeup style for the Gandhi film.
Absolutely right. Plus 10 to you. I was just checking if you knew what you're talking about, but absolutely right. So she was the person who designed the costumes for the movie Gandhi, right? I'm sure a lot of you might have seen the movie Gandhi. So she was the costume designer there, which is why she became the first Indian to win an Oscar in 1983. This is Banu Attaya. Great answer there for the team by the team from Etamanur. Plus 10 to them. Okay. All teams answering questions. We'll move on to the team from Koppal. Okay, so this is it's a graphic novel. It's written by this author called Nidhi Chanani. It talks about the relationship between a Kashmiri mother and her teenage daughter, right? Now her teenage daughter discovers this object in a suitcase. It's a Kashmiri object. She discovers it in a suitcase, and as soon as she wraps herself in it, she goes back into a different world, right? She begins thinking of her mother's homeland and how her mother's childhood memories were and so on, right? So what is this object? That also is the title of the book. You can see the object in the image, right? So it's a Kashmiri object that you see in the image. That's also the title of the graphic novel as such. So what is that object? It's a direct to the team from Koppal. If they can't answer, we'll go to the team from Kengeri, Savanur and so on. There are no negatives. You can guess. Feel free to guess in this round. Yeah? Yeah, team from Koppal, do you have an answer? No? You don't want to guess? Okay, no worries. We'll pass on to the team from Kengeri. What Kashmiri object do you see in the image? Essentially, that is the question. The team from Kengeri? No? Okay, passing to the team from Savanur. Do you want to guess? No negatives? Sorry? No, not snow. Passing to the team from Chintamani. Yeah?
Apple.
No, it's not an apple. Passing to the team from Anthony Nagra. No? Okay. Passing to the team from Hebbagodi, who seem confident. Yes?
Is it a Kashmiri shawl?
I will need something more specific.
No, the picture in the image is like a shawl, a bedsheet
Yeah?
kind
What
of thing.
what kind of a shawl? No, so what is the name, right? The shawl has a name. Since you're so close, I'll just give you a chance. No? Okay. Passing to the team from Itumanur.
Is it Pashmina?
Pashmina is absolutely right. These are the Pashmina shawls. Ma'am, next slide. These are the Pashmina shawls from Kashmir. So the book itself is called Pashmina, right? So she wears her mom's Pashmina shawl and goes back into her mom's childhood. That's how the novel goes. Great answer there by the team from Itumanur, who I think sort of figured out what Hebbagodi were talking about and went one step further. That's great working out there. Plus 10 to the team from Itumanur again. Right? Hebbagodi team came close, but sorry, I can't give you points. Very nicely worked out though. Question now 4, now to the team from Kengeri. Right? Okay, let's move on. Yeah. So this is an annual badminton tournament called the Syed Modi Championship. It happens every year in an Indian city. Now the logo of the tournament references a famous structure in the city. Now that structure is modeled after a historical gate from Constantinople. Right? Constantinople is modern day Istanbul in Turkey. So earlier it was known as Constantinople. So it's a very famous gate there. So this structure in the Indian city is modeled after that gate, right? And it's shown in this tournament's logo. Which city is this? You don't need to identify the structure. Just tell me an Indian city as your answer, right? Yeah, the team from Kengeri.
Mumbai.
No, this is not the gateway of India. Nice guess though. I know it does look a little similar, but it's not Mumbai or the gateway of India. Team from Savanur. No, it's not Agra. Again, does look a little like the Buland Darwaza, but it's not that. Passing to the team from Chintamani. Yeah, passing. Okay. Passing to the team from Anthony Nagra. This one you just have to name Indian cities, right? So you might as well.
Delhi.
No, this is not in Delhi. Passing to the team from Hebbagodi. Why do you say Lucknow?
It could resemble like residency or something, or some famous monument in Lucknow.
This isn't the residency, but Lucknow is right. So you get 10 points for Lucknow. Anybody knows what that structure in Lucknow is called? Anyone who's been there? Anyone who's from there? Anyone? Anyone in the audience? No? Anyone among the teams know what it's called? Okay, let's move on. But you get 10 points for Lucknow, right? Guess. Good guess, although you chose the wrong monument. So this is something called the Rumi Darwaza, right? So Rumi comes from Rome, right? Constantinople was earlier also known as Rome, Eastern Rome. This is the Rumi Darwaza. So based on the Rumi Darwaza shape, that badminton tournament is also gets its logo from, right? Again, plus 10 to the team from Hebbagodi. So the two teams here are doing very well. Next question, direct to the team from Savanur. Right? So this is an Urdu novel called Aag Ka Darya. It's an old novel written by this very famous author, Kuratulain Haidar. It explores India's history through the lens of 4 characters, right? Now these characters keep appearing during various times in Indian history and so on. Now, 3 of the characters who represent Buddhism, Hinduism and Islam are called Gautam, Champa and Kamal respectively. The 4th character, who is a Christian character in the book, he shares his name with this British national who caused much harm in 1947. So, right, what is this name given to the Christian character in the book? If we can have these lights dimmed, please. Just the ones near the screen. Teams, the photo is visible to you? Okay. So essentially this person is a British national who caused much harm to India in 1947. He shares his name with a character in this book, right? So who is this person? Think about everything that happened in 1947, what harm befell India, right? Think about the person responsible for it. It's a direct to the team from, sorry, Savanur is a team, yeah? Yeah, team, do you have an answer? Do you want to guess any name? You can, there are no negatives, right? So you can just guess any name. Any British people you know from that era? Passing, okay. The Chintamani team, do you have an answer?
Lord Wellesley.
Not Lord Wellesley, but good thinking, right? So this is the kind of thinking. Team from Anthony Nagara?
Clement Attlee.
Not Clement Attlee. He gave India freedom, right? So he wouldn't be someone who caused much harm, right? Team from Hebbagodi? No, this is not Mountbatten. But again, all are thinking rightly. Team from Etmanur?
General Dyer.
Not General Dyer, was earlier. Team from Koppal? Stephen, you're just guessing a name? No, not quite. Team from Kingeri? No. Okay. Anyone from the audience? Who divided India infamously into India and Pakistan? Not Curzon. Someone, the border, India-Pakistan border is also known after him. Ratcliffe, Cyril Ratcliffe. Great answer there, sir. This is Cyril Ratcliffe, who was a lawyer. He had no clue about any geography. He just came to India, drew a line in 3 weeks. That became the official India-Pakistan border, right? So this is indeed Cyril Ratcliffe. Goes unanswered among the teams. Next question will be direct to the team from Chintamani, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Next. Okay, let's continue. Next question to the team from Chintamani. Okay. Sure, sure. I think you can also come a little forward. Okay, okay. Let's continue. Team from Chintamani, your question. There's a Feluda story. Feluda is a Indian detective who was, who Satyajit Ray came up with, right? Sort of like the Indian Sherlock Holmes types. So there's a story titled "The Gold Coins of Jahangir," where he talks about 12 coins from the Mughal era disappearing. Now these coins are displayed at the Indian Museum in Calcutta, which is where Satyajit Ray came up with the story, right? So he saw these coins, decided that, I'm going to create a story based on this. Now, the question is not about the story. The question is, what are the coins themed on? Ma'am, can you go to the next slide? There's an image of the coins. These are the 12 coins, right? So what inspired these coins? So Jahangir came up with these coins. So what are these coins based on? Just look at the image. That's all is needed for the answer. So what are these coins by Jahangir inspired by, right? Yeah? The team from Chintamani, can you have an answer, please?
Art and architecture.
No, nothing quite as broad. Passing to the team from Anthony Nagra, you just have to look at the coins. There are 12 of them, all 12 are displayed. Yeah, team? No? Team from Hebbagodi?
It's the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Absolutely right. These are the 12 zodiac signs, right? So you see, whatever you think your zodiac sign is, you can see that there. So you have Pisces, you have Gemini, you have Libra, all of them, right? So these were coins by Jahangir which were inspired by the zodiac signs. Next slide. Yeah, great answer there by the team from Hebbagodi who continue to do well in this round. Plus 10 to them again, right? Question now to last question of the round, direct to team from Anthony Nagra. So all of us know Alan Turing, the famous computer scientist, right? There was 10 years ago, there was a movie that came out on him as well. Now, he died from cyanide poisoning, right? So there was a half-eaten apple that lay nearby, but the police never actually tested it. But there is a very famous theory that Turing, staged his death, right? So he purposefully ate the apple and staged his death to reenact a scene from one of his favorite stories as a kid, right? So what story was he trying to reenact through his death? So think of stories from your childhood where there is a apple, right? And you eat it and then you might die. So what story from your childhood? So that's also Alan Turing's favorite story, which is why he was trying to reenact it, right? So what story? I just need a story name. Yeah, the team from Anthony Nagra.
Berunda story.
Sorry?
Berunda story. Berunda.
No, not Berunda. No, think Alan Turing would have to know the same story, right? So think of that kind of stories. Passing to the team from Hebbagodi.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Absolutely right. This is as simple as Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right? So Snow White famously eats a poisoned apple. She dies until she is revived by Prince Charming and so on, right? So again, the team from Hebbagodi just being very clinical in this round. Great answer from them again. Plus 10 to them. Okay, so the next round we'll do scores after 2 rounds, right? Let's move on to the next round. Can you go back, ma'am? Okay, so I'll just explain how this round works, right? So you have, each team gets 1 direct. You get only 1 attempt, right? So there's a question, there'll be 4 MCQs shown. There'll be 1 MCQ with 4 options shown, right? You have 1 attempt. If you get it right, you get 10 points. If you don't get it right, we will pass 1 team, right? So the next team also gets an attempt, but since if you get it wrong, you have ruled out 1 option for them, right? So you only get 5 points, right? Then it closes, regardless of if they get it right or wrong. Each question, if the team whose direct is answers incorrectly, it just passes to 1 team. Okay? All clear? Every team gets 1 direct. If Anthony Nagara's question passes, it will come to you, Hebbagodi, right? Okay. So actually, let's go anti-clockwise for this. We'll go anti-clockwise, starting with the team from Anthony Nagara. Yours is the first question. Right? Okay. Let's start. So known for having over 1,000 patents, whose first patent was the electronic voting machine, right? So it was an earlier version of it that we use. He also invented the phonograph, among other things, right? So very prolific inventor, known for having over 1,000 patents. He's most known for one invention, but he's also known for things like the electronic voting machine, the phonograph, and so on. So who is this? Yeah, the team from Anthony Nagara. You can guess for 10 points. If you get it incorrect, it will pass to the team from Chintamani, right? No negatives. Team from Anthony Nagara, please guess.
Option A.
Alexander Graham Bell. No, unfortunately, that's incorrect. Passes to the team from Chintamani. If you get it right, you get 5 points. Yes, team? So A is incorrect. Marconi, that is also unfortunately incorrect. Audience, you have 2 options left. Anyone? Not Tesla. Of course, this has to be Thomas Alva Edison. Most famously known for the light bulb, but he also invented so many other things, a lot of things that we continue using today in different forms, right? Next slide. So unfortunately, both the teams don't score. Next question, direct to Chintamani. If they get it wrong, it will pass to Savanur. That's right? Missing the sweet fruits of his hometown Fargana, which ruler was persuaded to invade India after nobles from Punjab sent him a pair of mangoes? So think of it. Literally, there's a ruler. You send him 2 mangoes. You tell him, please come to our country, right? So and it worked. The ruler came just because he tasted the mangoes and he was like, this is really good. So let me go and rule here. So which ruler was this who invaded India after being persuaded by a pair of mangoes? Team from Chintamani?
Muhammad Gori.
It's not Muhammad Gori. That's incorrect. Passes to the team from Savanur.
Option 3.
Babar, are you confident? That is correct. Plus 5 to the team from Savanur. This is indeed, next slide, ma'am. So this is indeed Babar. So Babar is from this town in Uzbekistan that's known for its fruits, right? Like his autobiography itself has so many descriptions of fruits saying, wow, this is so brilliant, this is amazing and all of it. And then he tasted Indian mangoes and said, okay, let me come here, I'll get good fruits here, right? Question now direct to the team from Savanur. Let's move on. Only 2 US presidents have served non-consecutive terms. So essentially they've been president, but there's been a gap in the middle, right? One of them was Grover Cleveland from 1885 to 89 and then from 1893 to 97. Who was the second? So who is the second US president who served a non-consecutive term? So it means that person was president, then there was a gap in the middle where someone else was president and then that person is president again, right? So who's this? Yeah, team from Savanur, can we have an answer please? Option 2, Kamala Harris. No, that's incorrect. Kamala Harris was never president. Passing to the team from Kingeri.
Donald Trump.
Why are you saying Donald Trump? Do you know this or you're just saying because he's the current US president? Yeah. Now also. So who was the president before him? You just had to look at the screen. So it was Donald Trump from 16 to 20, and then Joe Biden took over from 20 to 24, and then Donald Trump came back to power from 24 to 28, which makes Donald Trump the right answer. So +5 to the team from Kengeri. Donald Trump is right. Please give them a round of applause. So this is key, right? Even if you don't know the answer, making good, intelligent guesses based on what you know, based on the question, all of this is what really makes you a good quizzer. So good answering there by the team from Kengeri. +5. Question now direct to you. Yeah, ma'am, next slide. What term, it's a bit of a tough one, what term was popularized by BP, British Petroleum, to encourage people to individually care and be accountable for the environment, right? So they said, look, as companies we can do things, but as individuals, you should keep this in mind, right? So they used a specific term. We hear this term very commonly in the newspapers, in any environment related aspect, saying that, you know, as a person, this is what you're leaving the world, so be careful about it. So what is the term they came up with?
Environmental sustainability.
Unfortunately, no, this is not environmental sustainability. Passes to the team from Koppal. Not reduce, reuse, recycle either. Anyone from the audience? Yes? Not net zero. Carbon footprint is right. So this is carbon footprint. That's what they tell you, that, you know, be aware of your carbon footprint, right? How much impact you leave on the world. So carbon footprint is right. Unfortunately, no team scoring points. Direct now to the team from Koppal. Yeah. So this is the entrepreneur called Elizabeth Hobbs, right? She started this company called Theranos, which was a big scam and all of it. But she was inspired by another tech leader's fashion choices, right? So the other tech leader also wore these things called black turtlenecks, which is what Elizabeth Holmes also ended up wearing. So which other tech leader's fashion sense inspired Elizabeth Holmes's outfits? Question to the team from Koppal. Yeah, audience, please keep silent. Yeah. Steve Jobs, are you confident? Have you seen Steve Jobs' photos before wearing similar things? No? Just a guess? But good guess. +10 to team from Koppal. This is indeed Steve Jobs, right? If you remember, Steve Jobs always wore these kind of black sweaters sort of a thing, right? They're called turtlenecks. So he always wore them, and Elizabeth Holmes decided, okay, I'm going to be like Steve Jobs, so I'm going to start dressing like Steve Jobs. That's what she decided. Unfortunately, she didn't turn out to be a Steve Jobs. Question to the team from Etmanur, right? So which 2024 movie, perhaps an appropriate team to get this question, which 2024 movie became the first Indian film to win the Grand Prix award at the prestigious Cannes Film Festival? So there's a snip from the movie. All the light we cannot see, all we imagine as light, Call Me by Your Name, or The Fault in Our Stars. So which movie is this? Yes?
Option 2, All We Imagine as Light.
All We Imagine as Light. Are you confident? Have you seen the movie by any chance? You've heard of it? Good enough. +10 to the team from Kerala who get. So this had a lot of, the lead characters were Malayali, right? So you have Kani Kusuruti and so on. +10 to the team from Etmanur who answered it right. This is All We Imagine as Light. It's a very nice movie. In a few years, I suggest that all of you get around to watching it, right? Very interesting movie. Question now direct to the team from Hebbagodi. This is the last question of the round. Who became the first Indian to win the Women's Chess World Cup in 2025? Because of this victory, she became a Grandmaster, right? So I just need a name. Is this Vantika Agarwal, Vaishali R, Divya Deshmukh, or Tanya Sachdev?
3, Divya Deshmukh.
Confident?
Yes.
Absolutely right. This is indeed Divya Deshmukh. The team from Hebbagodi is doing really well. This is India. Divya Deshmukh, who won the World Cup, became just the 4th Indian women Grandmaster. So +10 to them as well. So we're done with 2 rounds. The next round's exciting. It's on the buzzer. Can we have a look at the scores before that?
SFS ICSE leading with 50 points. SFS Public School, Etamanur 30, Koppal 10, Kengeri 5, Savanur 5, Chintamani and Anthony Nagar 0.
Yeah, please give them a round of applause. The teams have answered some very nice questions. So, teams, please keep in mind, top 3 teams go through. You don't need to focus on just finishing first, right? If you're third or thereabouts, you can play safe and still qualify. So right now at top 3, we have team from Hebbagodi on 50. We have a team from Etmanur. So these 2 teams look comfortable on 30. And then it's close, but right now the team from Koppal are third, right? So please keep in mind, any one of you can make it. It's just one question. Okay, let's move on. Yeah, so this is a buzzer round. Let's test our buzzers first. So only the fastest team will get the right to answer, right? So please, okay, can you just test again? I didn't see your light up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, please keep your buzzers visible, right? So that I can see the light if you have buzzed, right? I think they're being hidden by your nameplates. So please keep it a little forward or keep it to the side of the nameplate so it's visible. We have 6 questions in this round. There's only 1 attempt per question. So whoever buzzes first will get the chance, right? Fairly simple questions. It's not as involved as the previous 2 rounds. So please be fast on the buzzer. Yeah, all teams set. Everybody knows how this works. Okay, let's get started. First question will come up on your screen. First question coming up now. Since the inception of the vice president post in 1950, there have been 14 holders. Radhakrishnan was the first, Zakir Hussain was the second. Who was the most recent vice president till he resigned on 21 July 2025? Team from Hebbagodi, yes?
Jagdeep Dhankar.
Jagdeep Dhankar, absolutely right. Thunderous answer there by team from Hebbagodi, who are doing extremely well in this quiz, plus 10 to them. Everyone's gotten a hang of it. This is how the round is going to work. Just 6 questions, right? Next question, yes. This London venue hosts the Marylebone Cricket Club, MCC, and is considered the home of cricket. Which stadium?
Lord's Cricket Stadium.
Lord's Cricket Ground, absolutely right again. Plus 10. Team from Hebbagodi are out here to dominate the quiz. They have not heeded my advice of, you don't need to finish first. They want to finish first. Good for them. Absolutely fair. Plus 10 to them again. Question 3, other teams. Yeah. After being forced to give up their Indian colonies in 1961, which European country, so I need a European country, managed to hold on to their African colonies, which were Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique and Angola till 1975. Just need a European country, yes. Portugal, what were the Indian colonies?
Goa.
Anything else? They were
Goa, Daman and Diu.
absolutely right. The team from Hebbagodi knows everything here today. Great answering there. Plus 10 to them again. Extremely fast on the buzzer. They know what they're talking about. Great going team. Other teams, looks like there's a battle for second and third, but you can qualify. Top 3 teams make it to the final, right? So, okay. Next question. Careful on this one. What appropriate number, so I saw the first buzzer there, what appropriate number completes the name of the American biotech company that maps genes and traces family history based on DNA? So the company is called Blank and Me. What number is that blank? Look at the fact that this is about genes, about DNA and all of it. So what number would fit in there? Team from Savanur?
3.
Why do you say 3? Just a guess? No, unfortunately incorrect. So they get a -5. So that's just one attempt. Anyone from the audience? What number would you link to things like DNA, genes, all of it?
23.
23 is absolutely right. Let the audience answer some things as well, right? But 23 is right because we have 23 pairs of chromosomes in each human cell, right? So the company is called 23andMe, right? Again, the team from Hebbagodi just beaten on the buzzer this time. Unfortunately, Savanur getting it wrong, -5 to them. Next question, question number 5, coming up. Despite announcing the latest book, Winds of Winter, in 2011, the author George R.R. Martin has never gotten around to completing it, leaving the fans of the book series A Song of Ice and Fire hanging, right? What famous TV show was adapted from this book series? Team from Etmanur?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, are you sure? Plus 10 to the team from Etmanur. This is indeed Game of Thrones. Have you seen Game of Thrones? No? Okay. So this is indeed Game of Thrones. Again, a great watch in a few years for all of you. especially the first few seasons. But Game of Thrones is a great answer there. Plus 10 to the team there. One last question in the buzzer round coming up now. Amerigo Vespucci was among the first explorers to visit North and South America. He coined the term Venezuela for the country, naming it after which Italian city?
Venice.
Venice, absolutely right. Team from Hebbagodi getting it right again. Plus 10 to them. It's a one-man show there. Ketamon are doing well to salvage second, but Hebbagodi are just running away with it. Plus 10 again to the team from Hebbagodi, who have gotten 4 right, who would have gotten 5 if not for being beaten on the buzzer on the 23andMe question. Great going there. Okay, I think we all know the scores of this round and how the overall round went. Let's just move on to the last round. This is the last round of the quiz. We're doing well on time, right? So let's move on to the last round. Okay, so we have 4 questions. Again, we'll go anti-clockwise for this one. It's 10 points per correct answer on both direct and pass. It's 1 direct per team, right? Just how the first round worked, but except we'll go anti-clockwise. All questions have an audio or like a video associated with it, right? Excuse me. So all questions have a video. So please watch the video, see the question, and then you can have a turn to answer, right? So right now, I think team 1 are clearly through. They cannot not qualify. Same for team 2. The third spot is still up for grabs. Koppal is in third place with 10, but there is one team on 5, and there are other teams on 0. Right? They've scored and lost points. So any of you can make it to the third spot. First question, direct to team from Anthony Nagra. This metallic element is very unique. It has a low melting point such that it melts in one's hand. Right? So there's a video of the element. It's named after the old name of France, not the correct name, not the current name of France, the old name of France. Right? Which metal is this? Next slide. Can you just click? Yeah. So you see, it's a very unique. You look at it and you don't think it's a metal, right? It's so. Can you go back, ma'am? Just back. Yeah, thank you. So which metal did you see there? It's named after the old name of France. Very low melting point. It's not liquid, but when you hold it, it turns liquid, right? So that lower melting point. Team from Anthony Nagra just need an element name.
Mercury.
No, this is not mercury. Mercury, good guess though. Mercury is already liquid. Doesn't need your body heat to turn liquid, but very good guess. Right line of thinking. Passes to the team from Chintamani. Yeah? No, that's Francico. That's not an element. Passes to the team from Savanur. Yeah, team. You just need to guess the chemical element. I'll have to push you. Can we have an answer?
Silicon.
Not silicon. Team from Kengeri.
Gallium.
Gallium is a great answer there by the team from Kengeri. Not an easy question. Gallium is right. Do you know what the name gallium comes from? So gallium comes from Gaul, right? If you have read Asterix comics by any chance, you do hear a lot of mention of the kingdom of Gaul, right? So gallium comes from that. Gaul is now modern day France, right? So gallium is absolutely right. Again, ma'am. Yeah. So gallium is right. Great answer there by the team from Kengeri, who go into third, in fact, right? So crucial 10 points for them. Question now to the team from Chintabani. Thanks to this wonder goal by Salem Al-Dawsari, this country's football team became the only one to defeat eventual 2022 World Cup winners, Argentina, in the tournament. So they beat Argentina in the group, but then that was the last loss. Argentina went on to win the World Cup. Which country? We have a clip of the goal, right? So this is Salem Al-Dawsari, scores this absolute worldie, as they say it. Very nice goal. So which team does he represent? Again, you can look at the jersey color, you can look at the name. All of that is helpful if you don't know already which team this is. His name is Salem Al Dawsari. The jersey color, can you go back, ma'am? Because jersey color is green. So which team does Salem Al Dawsari play for? This team defeated Argentina in the 22 World Cup. Even if you're not football fans, you might be able to get it. Yes, team from Chintamani?
Brazil.
No, doesn't play for Brazil. Brazil play famously in the yellow, canary yellow. Passes to the team from Savanur.
Saudi Arabia.
Was that a guess? Do you know it? Guess? Great guess though. Plus 10 points to the team from Savanur. This is indeed Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia bet Argentina 2-1, but then didn't go too further in the tournament. Unlike Argentina, who went on to win the World Cup, right? But great guess there, the team from Savanur. Plus 10 to you. You're also back in contention for the third spot now. Question now direct to you. This occasion is observed in the end of March from 8:30 p.m. onwards. For a short period of time, world famous landmarks and buildings switch off their lights to raise awareness about power consumption. What is this occasion called? Right? Can we... So you see a lot of landmarks just switching off their lights, right? Can you go back, ma'am? So what occasion are they celebrating in the end of March, where from 8:30 onwards every year, they switch off their lights for a brief instant to raise awareness about power consumption, right? What is it called? Team from Savanur? Do you have an answer? No? I'll pass you. Okay, passing to the team from Kingeri.
For saving electricity.
I will need a occasion name. So something like, for example, if you want to say this is for Halloween, right? I will need Halloween. Or if you want to say it's for Diwali, it's for Diwali, right? So that kind of an answer. So the origin is given, I mean, the reason is given, right? To raise awareness about power consumption, electricity, like you said. But what is the occasion called? You have a name? No? Okay, passing to the team from Koppal. No? Passing to the team from Etmanur.
In memory of Thomas Alva Edison.
No, Thomas Alva Edison question is done for the day. It's not in memory of Thomas Alva Edison. Team from Hebbagodi.
Is it because of March 21 equinox?
No, nothing to do with the equinox. Team from Anthony Nagra. Yeah, team. Team, can you have an answer?
World Forester Day.
No, not World Forest Day. Team from Chintamani. Okay, I'll pass you. Okay, anyone in the audience? I saw someone raise their hand. Yes? Not daylight savings time. It's an occasion. Yeah? Yes, but what is the occasion called? Yes? No, not spring. So this is something called the Earth Hour, right? So all famous landmarks across the world, they will switch off the light for exactly 1 hour. So from 8:30 to 9:30, lights are off. They will then switch back on the lights. It's called Earth Hour. It's to understand how much power gets really consumed across the world in 1 hour. Think of it. We do it 24/7 across 365 days, but just 1 hour, if we switch off, how many savings we could have. This is something called Earth Hour, a very world famous thing, I mean, a famous thing that happens across the world where landmarks observe it. Okay, goes unanswered. Rare question that goes unanswered. Question now direct to the team from Kingeri. Thanks to Alan Shepard's efforts, which sport became the first to be played on the moon? So Alan Shepard is an astronaut, NASA astronaut, went to the space, went to the moon in fact, and he played a sport there. We have a video of him playing the sport. Sorry, this is footage from the 1970s, so this is the best clarity that even NASA has available, right? So he's not yet playing. I'll just point it out to you. Can we have these lights switched off, please? Just the ones near the screen. Yeah, yeah. Good. Even this one, if you can. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So now he's playing it. Look. So the astronaut in the front, We'll replay the video. He'll try again, right? So he's holding something in his hand and he's swinging it, right? Look. So I'll just tell you more. So whatever he's playing, there's a ball involved that ended up going 40 feet. So look at what he's doing. He's holding something, he's swinging it. There's a ball involved, it's going 40 feet. Thereby, this became the first sport to be played on the moon.
Football.
Not football, no. He was holding something, right? You don't need to hold something to play football. Passes to the team from Koppal. Think of sports. You need to hold something. If you hit it, it can go 40 feet. It can go much more. Yes? Not hockey. Good guess. Not hockey. Team from Atmanur.
Baseball.
Not baseball. Again, a good guess. Team from Hebbagodi.
Golf.
Golf is absolutely right. They play the golf. So it's the first sport played on the moon is golf. He hit a golf ball with that. He was holding a golf club. Ended up going 40 feet. Again, team from Hebbagodi doing the needful. Plus 10 to them. Question now direct to the team from Koppal. Crucial question for them. A couple of decades before he became extremely well known across the world, who is seen cheering for his home team, right? So he's from Chicago. Who's seen cheering for his home team? Chicago White Sox in World Series. So World Series baseball is the equivalent of World Cup, right? So in there he's seen cheering for his home team. Can we go? It's a very brief clip. We'll play it twice. He comes towards the end. I'll point it out. So they're playing the sport here. He will come now. So this is the person. Can you go back, ma'am? I'll just play it again. Can you just pause it there, ma'am? No. Yeah. Can you? Yeah. Yeah, pause. So who is that person there? So he became famous 2 days. So this is happening in 2005. He became popular, I mean much more popular this year. Someone from Chicago who's seen cheering a baseball team like any, any person from Chicago. So who is that person there we saw for a very brief instant? I would assume this gets answered in this audience. Yes, team from Koppal? You want to guess? You can. Nothing to lose. You need to get it right to make it. So, person from Chicago who got very famous this year, right? Someone known for being humble, someone known for having a low background. Yes? No, not A.B. de Villiers. Passing to the team from Atmanur? No guess? Passing to the team from Hebbagodi? Okay. Passing to the team from Anthony Nagara? No? Passing to the team from Chintamani? Yeah, team? Can we have an answer? Okay. I'll passing to the team from Savanur? No? Passing to the team from Kingeri?
No.
No? I'll give father the chance. I can't think of anyone more appropriate. Yes, father. Pope Leo is absolutely right. This is the new Pope, Pope Leo the 14th, right? Extremely humble person would be seen. He, in fact, even after becoming Pope, he wore the Chicago White Sox hat when somebody came and gave it to him. This is Pope Leo, right? So after he became Pope, people started going and looking at where else they could have spotted him in the past. And they found this equivalent of a World Cup match where he was seen attending. But yes, obviously had to ask this and got answered by father appropriately. Question now direct to team, the team from Atmanur, penultimate question. So this is a song from Tere Ghar Ke Samne. It's an old 1963 Bollywood movie featuring Dev Anand and Nutan. Thanks to special permissions obtained, what 72-meter structure was this song uniquely shot in? It was shot inside a structure. Next slide. So this clip goes on for a minute. Just look at, can we switch off the lights please? Keep it off, that's fine. Yeah? It's a 72-meter structure. They have shot it inside the structure, right? So this scene, it starts from the top and then they go down slowly through the course of the song. So where have they shot this song in? It's a very nice song. Unfortunately, the audio is not playing, but that's okay. You don't need it. So look at it. 72-meter tall structure. They're slowly climbing down. They started near the top. Let's look at what it's made of. It looks like it's made of stone and all of it. This is in India itself, right? They didn't shoot it abroad. This is an Indian structure. Okay, I think that's about enough. Ma'am, can you just go back? Yeah. So where was this structure, where was this song famously shot? They needed to get special permissions for this. Think about that. Yes?
Qutub Minar?
Is that a guess?
Yes.
But great guess, plus 10 to you. This is the song shot inside the Qutub Minar, right? So they start from the top of the Qutub Minar, then they slowly go down, right? So this is indeed Qutub Minar. Great answer there by the team from Etamanur, who also will qualify to the finals. Last question. Can we have a look at the scores? So team 3 is on 10, right? Koppal. Okay. Team 4, Kengeri team is on 15. Okay. Team from Savanur is on 10. Okay. Team from Chintamani and Anthony Nagara are on nil. Okay. So 3 teams are in contention. Right now, Kengeri is in the lead. But if the question somehow passes them and gets answered either by Koppal or gets answered by Savanur before it, you will get points. I don't know if Hebbagodi will let it pass. Let's see how it goes. Simple one. Yeah, I think we'll need the audio for this. Can you just connect the... Again, this is a song that's gone viral. I'm sure most of you here would have heard of it. I just need what recent blockbuster this is from. Audience, please keep silent for this. I'm sure most of you will know this one. Okay, final question of the quiz. I think qualification still up for grabs for a couple of teams at least. Okay, this is a direct to the team. Yeah, can we go? It's still. Can you just go back and then? No, that's there. No, can you just disconnect? No, not the audio. Connect ಆಗಿದೆ. Sorry for the technical delay. Can we just... no, can we not... So disconnect ಮಾಡಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
What is happening, sir? Once if you connect to HDMI only, you can change the audio. Or else that settings.
Sorry, okay. Open that and then you can... sorry. Okay, hopefully this sorts it. Last question. Yeah. Ma'am, can we go to the video and play it? Just need which blockbuster is this is from? Yeah. We can go back. Yeah, team from Hebbagodi. I think finally one question that might stump them. No? Okay, passes to the team from Anthony Nagara. No? Team from Chintamani?
Baba Baddaro.
No, I asked what blockbuster is the song from. I didn't ask for the song name. Which movie? Right, essentially which movie?
So Ramso.
No, that's not team from Savanur.
So from so.
Sue from So is absolutely right. Sue from So. So Savanur get the last question, and I think they were on 10 points, right? They make it through to the finals on by getting the last question. So great answer there, right? So this is indeed Sue from So, the Kannada movie that became a hit just over the last couple of months, right? Chintamani team came close, but I think at the end they just sort of said the wrong thing. They had it, I'm sure. But great answer there by the team from Savanur. So the three teams qualifying from this semi-final, we have the team from Hebbagodi clearly winning it. Great round of applause for St. Francis de Sales ICSC. Next, we have SFS Public School and Junior College from Etamanur who qualify second. Again, give them a huge round of applause. Some very nice answers. And by the skin of their teeth, winning on the last question, qualifying rather, we have the SFS School from Savanur who qualified to the final by answering Su from So. Give them a round of applause as well. And please give all the other teams a round of applause who came close. The SFS High School from Koppal, St. Francis de Sales Public School from Kengeri, SFS School from Anthony Nagara, and SFS High School from Chintamani. Right? Please give everyone a round of applause. And thank you, audience, for being patient, for being quiet, for seeing the questions, for being excited about the answers. All of it. It was a pleasure, running this quiz for you. Thank you. Hope you all enjoyed it. And looking forward to seeing all of you at the finals there in the main hall in a while. But thank you for coming for this. And, goodbye for now. Thank you. Yeah, I think the teachers and student leaders will tell you, will give you further instructions on leaving the auditorium, etc.
A heartfelt thank you to our brilliant quiz master for guiding today's event with such energy and precision. If we can hear for him once, all of you. The participating teams, your passion, eloquence made this quiz truly inspiring. Remember, in every competition, it is the spirit and the participation and the exchange of ideas that matter the most, more than winning or losing. And to our wonderful audience, thank you for your enthusiasm and support. We appreciate each one of you. Since the semi-finals for the Group A is still going on, so we are requested to be here for for quite some time. And maybe after that, we can move to the main auditorium for the final round. Thank you.